In my profession, we talk a lot about catastrophic failure. It's a technical term for the moment a structure can no longer support its own weight. As an architect in the city of Chicago, I've spent 20 years ensuring that the steel and glass giants of this skyline never reach that point. I know how to calculate wind loads on a 90-story tower. I know the exact PSI of high-grade reinforced concrete. And I know precisely how much pressure a single grade 8 bolt can take before it shears and drops a floor into the street. My name is Elias Thorne. For 12 years, I believed my marriage to Sarah was the one structure in my life that didn't require a blueprint or a safety inspection. It was just there. It was the foundation I stood on while I built the rest of the world. Sarah was a corporate consultant, smart, poised, and possessed of a calm that could settle a hurricane. She was the woman who remembered my mother's birthday, the woman who knew exactly how I liked my steak, and the woman who held my hand through 3 grueling, heartbreaking rounds of failed IVF. We lived in a penthouse overlooking Lake Michigan. It was a space defined by light, floor-to-ceiling glass and total transparency. Or so I thought. Sarah was heading to Denver for a 3-day leadership summit. I watched her pack her sensible charcoal blazers, her silk blouses, and her leather-bound planner. She kissed me at the door, her jasmine perfume lingering in the hallway, long after the elevator had whisked her away. Before we go deeper into this story, take a second and hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like, and let us know where you're watching from. I'm curious to know how far these stories travel. I walked back into our bedroom intending to clear the coffee mugs when I saw it. On the mahogany dresser sat her archive key, a small brass thing with a clover-shaped head. She never left it behind. It was the key to the midnight blue satchel she kept in the back of the walk-in closet, the one she called her boring box full of old tax audits. My curiosity wasn't a choice, it was a structural necessity. I stood in that walk-in closet for what felt like an eternity. The silence of the penthouse was deafening, amplified by the hum of the city 70 floors below. I picked up the clover-headed key. It was cold, biting into my palm. I walked to the back of the closet, pushed aside a row of my own Italian-cut suits, and pulled out the bag. It was heavy, far heavier than a collection of paper audits should be. I sat on the plush carpet, the scent of cedar and Sarah's expensive leather filling my lungs. My hands were shaking with a terrifying primal premonition. I inserted the key. It turned with a smooth, mechanical click that sounded like a bone snapping in a quiet room. I pulled back the zipper. The first thing I saw wasn't a tax return. It was a wig, a vibrant, deep crimson wig made of high-quality human